guys, it's Kelly, and today I'm going to be filming a 5 tips for a military relationship. So a little backstory on my relationship. I'm in a relationship with somebody in the Navy, go Navy, and I live in Pennsylvania and he's stationed in San Diego. So up to this point we've been together for 15 months, and next month we're actually getting married, so I'm moving to San Diego to be with him and to start our lives together. I am beyond excited, but the 5 tips that I have are based off of the 15 months that we did long distance in a military relationship. For the first 6 months of our relationship, he was actually deployed, and it was very, very, very hard. I can do a full video on that and how I got a few tips for going through deployment. Now we're gonna get started with the 5 tips that I have for military relationships, and honestly this can be any long distance, normal relationship. It's very set in stone of things that are very, very useful in any type of relationship, so I'm just going to give you the 5 tips that I have. First tip that I have is communication is key. If you are not communicating with somebody and they are not in front of you, they're not going to understand that you're upset if you're just saying yeah, I'm fine. It's you have to tell them what's going on, what's wrong, what they did was wrong, how you're feeling, literally anything. You need to communicate with them exactly how you're feeling at any given time, because otherwise they're not gonna know what's wrong. Especially if you don't have the option of FaceTime. You really just need to be an open book and tell the person exactly what's going on with you, and you need to tell them because that's the only way they're going to be able to talk to you about it. The second tip that I have is to have a support system. That doesn't have to be with people in the Navy. When I was first starting my relationship with my now fiance, I didn't know that there were people that there was a community of milsos. I didn't know what that meant until now. So I was kind of thrown into it okay, so it's throwing a kid into water when you know they can't swim. It's I was drowning. And having a support system and just having some friends that are there for you is very, very, very important, because I'm just gonna tell you, it's hard. Being in a military relationship is hard. There's some days where I'm is this worth it? And then I'm obviously, I love my fiance so much and I cannot wait to marry him, and I cannot wait to have a family with him and do everything with him. So I know it's worth it, but sometimes it's you're gonna get in your own head and be what am I doing? Why am I wasting my time? Why am I doing X, Y, and Z? Why am I spending so much money on plane tickets? Stuff like that. The third tip that I have is to remember that it's okay to have bad days. Just like any other relationship, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have points where you're I don't think I can do this. And it's if you love the person, then you can do it. You can go through anything. And distance makes the heart grow fonder, and that is very, very, very true, and I wish it wasn't, because it's can we just be together, blah blah blah. It's it would be so much easier to find anybody else that was closer, but it's you know that it's I can't do any better. So it's what's the point? You just have to remember that you're gonna have bad days, and you have to communicate about those bad days, because they don't know. They're not with you all the time. The fourth tip is to have an outlet. Like I said before, having a support system and having an outlet are very, very hand in hand. All of these tips are hand in hand. But if you like to work out, work out. If you like to paint, paint. If you like to go out with your friends, go out with your friends more. There's just a lot of things that you can do to distract yourself, and you need to pick up a hobby is pretty much what I'm saying. It's that could be reading, that could be making YouTube videos, anything where it's you're distracting yourself for a sustained amount of time. I would personally recommend working out, because there's nothing better than when your fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend is deployed and you're working out and you're I gotta look better for them. It's I gotta look hot, so it's they know that they're waiting for the right person. It's obviously just a confidence boost as well, but it's just working on something with yourself. And being in a military relationship is the perfect time to be selfish. You can work on yourself, you can do everything for yourself when they're away, and then when you're together you're just wow, it's I'm so glad that I had that time to work by myself, for myself, because it makes you grow so much and it makes you become a better person. It makes you become more of an adult hashtag adulting, and it's just like it makes you a lot more grateful for them as well. Fifth and last tip is to not compare yourself to a normal relationship. You're not going to have tons and tons of dates. You're not going to have like any of the normal things that normal relationships have. Like 9 times out of 10, like you're not gonna have those. Like when you see each other, you're gonna be cramming in so many dates, and it's like it's not going to be perfect. Like by any means, but like it's perfect. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's perfect because like if you love the person, then like you don't need the like random little dates, like stuff like that. Also, with not comparing yourself to other relationships or your relationship with other relationships, you're not going to know everything. Like most of the time, like it's like the military is like there's secrets that like you're not allowed to know. Like so like it's okay to not know everything, because like if somebody's like, oh, like what does your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other do in the military? And it's like you might have a significant other that has a more top secret job that you can't explain their job because you don't even know what they do. Like my fiance has a very top secret job that like I don't understand. Like it's like I know his rank and stuff like that, but like it's like I don't really know any more to that because like he can't tell me what he actually does. And like it's okay. Like people might make you try to make you feel bad because like it's like, oh well, like how do you know they're telling you the truth? It's like they work for the government. Like they're government property. Like they're not gonna be able to tell you everything, and that's okay. At the beginning of my relationship, that was the hardest thing because I was like, is he lying to me? Is he doing like X, Y, and Z behind my back? Because like I didn't know anything about the military. I barely know anything now. But like I don't know, like I just like would suggest not comparing your relationship to any other normal relationship, whether it's like they see each other every day or like they're long distance, like for college or something like that, which is very hard not to compare yourself to other people because like I do it all the time. But like with your relationship, it's different. Like you might not see each other every day, you might not get to do X, Y, and Z with each other every day, but it's like that's okay. Like you're doing your relationship for a reason. Like there's a long-term goal, and like you'd remember about that long-term goal. So the 5 tips that I have for you today. If you want any other military tips for relationships or anything like that, comment down below and I will definitely film those videos because I am very like I have a lot of information pretty much. Like I've been in this, I'm going to be like a military wife soon, like yeah, and I've always liked these videos. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just comment down below, and please subscribe and like this video to see more of me. Bye guys.